Y'all real talk premium lifestyle. Hit the catch up or get lost, yeah. 91 and 91 and 91.
And we're back with another episode of Under the Hood podcast, hosted by 91 and Up, obviously. We got Alex, co-host, Alex Ramon, the movie character. Can you explain that real quick?
What movie is that from?
No, I have that title as a movie character on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Because everything I do,
explain it.
Because self-consciously, I know that the things that I do is like what a movie character would do. Like it's unfictional. It's just like, okay, you know, I moved here from Florida, come to California, you know, going through all the hardships, trying to build a brand, you know, and I end up in places that I shouldn't be in, or just meeting, you know, Jin, meeting you. So I just call my story like it's like a movie character. It's just kind of
your own destiny of your life, and then it kind of feels like a movie for you.
Exactly.
And I guess it allows you to take, you know, leaps that you wouldn't normally take just because you're kind of looking at this life as like it's a movie, it's a game.
Yeah.
I respect that.
And when I have like that gut feeling where I don't want to do it, I just do it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, I don't want to go, or I don't want to be here, or whatever. I just go ahead and do it. Because self-consciously, I'm like, okay, if I'm here and I'm aware that I'm here, then things will play out in my favor.
That's like whenever I do something, I go, I got to do it because I know it'd be a cool story to tell my kid. And so whenever
you're thinking that far? I'm not that far.
Well, yeah. Alex Ramon, well, thank you once again, Mr. Movie Character, for bringing that life into the podcast. Then you got me, Jin. I'm not a movie character. Maybe one day I can be a movie character. And, of course, our special guest today, the one and only Maverick.
Yeah. You think
like Top Gun Maverick, right?
Yeah, like Top Gun. I was actually named after the surf spot, Mavericks.
Oh, for real? So you a surfer?
But I'm not a surfer. My dad is.
The
old man. But yeah, a lot of people always go. Top
That's
Gun?
cool.
You watch it? Okay.
I mean, of course. Oh, Top Gun, you watched it? They have that new one coming out. I don't know how I feel about that, but it'll be cool anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
memories for sure.
I'll probably have to see it because it'll be a whole new generation. Oh, Maverick.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, of course. Yeah, you have to.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No.
Bro.
What is it about?
It's about a fighter pilot in the Navy, and it's based in San Diego, and he flies planes and then has to kill the bad guy.
Tom Cruise,
his best friend dies. It's pretty sad.
You have a pretty cool name, Maverick Leonard.
Thank you. I think we should have had a one-syllable last name. Like it'd be like Maverick Da.
Well, you could always change your name legally like Mr. Movie Character here did.
You changed your name legally?
Yeah.
What was it before? Wait, what?
I'll tell you off camera.
No, tell him on camera. Come on, let's get to know. Come on.
I'll tell you off camera.
Is it really personal?
Yeah.
I know what his real name was, but okay.
Perfect.
So where'd you drive from?
I just came from South El Monte right now.
South El Monte with your boys?
Yeah, we're working on my 240. We're trying to get it ready to drive cross country to Texas.
Oh, damn.
So I can bring my car to Texas and have a drift car out there.
Wow. Yeah.
Wasn't it your brother that got you into cars?
Yes, my brother was the one that got me into cars. I was just like
Spencer Leonard over here.
Yeah, he's right over there.
Oh, your brother's here?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's him with the mullet.
Thanks for clarifying.
But I got into cars because I was just a skate park kid, scooter kid, and I just wanted a truck to put in my scooter in and
Oh, nice.
go to the skate park. And my brother was like, "No, bro, you got to get a 240." And I was like, "No, I don't want a car like that." And I'm thinking in my head that cars like that are like Audi R8s, no matter what they are. You know what I mean? Just like $100,000 car. Because I have no baseline of what cars are or anything. I was just like, I just want a truck.
Right.
And then
What kind of truck?
like a Tacoma.
Oh, okay.
Or something like a Ford Ranger, anything.
Yeah.
Just something I could throw my scooter in. And
I'm
not
still
care
very
about.
into trucks. Yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I mean, trucks are cool. But let's see. And then we met someone with a 240 at a drift thing in Drift Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his car was a 240. And then we started watching YouTube videos. And then it just became a session from there.
Nice.
And then I just needed to become a drifter.
Oh, so you do drift.
That's what I love to do in the car industry, at least.
Wow.
Is going to the track and drifting and figuring out how to get good at it.
Damn. I can't say I've been in a car drifting. Have you?
Yeah, of course.
Damn. I do have a story about that in middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah. No, it was in middle school, right when we were first having our license, right?
You mean high school?
It's high school, yeah, not middle school. Yeah, I'm tripping. High school, yeah. When we first got our license, my friend he he's one of those guys who had to like show off, right?
course.
And then he ended up getting an RSX.
Okay. Like the front wheel drive, the Hondas.
Acura.
Acuras. But they come with K series, right?
I'm not sure. It was a 2-door RSX. So it's like the first year it came out, and he got one, right? It's a nice car, especially first car in high school. And it was kind of like a wet road, right? It was me, my friend Kevin, and then him. And then he's like trying to show us, like, guys, I bet you I could drift this thing. We're like, okay.
Double drive.
So me and Kevin chill in his car, and then all of a sudden we're like waiting for him to come down the road. It's in the neighborhood. It's a long street. And then all of a sudden, like 30 seconds later, we hear like, rrr, 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 and we see his car coming, and he doesn't slow down. It's a T intersection. He doesn't slow down. He just keeps going. And me and Kevin are just like, oh, in the car, we're like, oh, what's going to happen? And he attempts to drift, but it's not a drift. It's just like a turn, and he's just like skidding, and he hits the sidewalk, and it just goes straight into a tree and totaled that car right when he gets that car. Yeah, and me and Kevin almost like book it because we panicked, but then like obviously we couldn't leave him there. Yeah, but it was wild, bro. Drifting.
I've had my moments. I think my first month owning my 240, I sent it right into a fence. I watched a bunch of Initial D, which is an anime.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, oh, I could do that. So I go like 40 miles an hour at a turn, not knowing what to do. I didn't even clutch kick or anything. It just drove straight. Just totaled that car.
I crashed my 350Z at the high school's parking lot.
You did?
Yeah, so I just bought it. It was like 3 months after I bought it. It was
350Z?
350Z, and I was with a group of friends, and they're like, can you do donuts? And in my head, I'm like, I've never done a donut. And but I wanted to be cool.
Yeah, you gotta show off.
I had to show off. So I'm like, yeah, of course
Especially
I can.
for the girls.
Right. And there was girls there. Yeah. And I was like, of course I can. And they were like, okay, show us. So I'm like, damn, So I get in the car, and I'm like, okay, I'm stalling time, trying to figure it all out. And finally, I'm just like, okay, let me figure this out. And I just kind of like do what I think what you're supposed to do. Yeah. And at first, I'm spinning around. I'm like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Just going like in my head, I'm like, I'm the coolest kid. And then I freaking hit a pole light in the parking lot.
A lamppost in the empty parking lot.
Yeah. Nice. So what I was doing, and I didn't realize this, was as I was spinning, I was moving.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I was moving. Well,
yeah.
Kind of like I was moving,
drifting away.
Away. There you go. Sorry.
You're also just like probably just flicking it really fast.
Exactly.
Really fast.
Right. And I didn't know that. I didn't realize. I thought I was just in one spot going in circles.
Until you hit a lamppost.
Until I hit a lamppost.
How was that called to your mom?
Yeah. No, it was worse. I mean, I got suspended. The principal came. The cops came.
Oh, damn.
It was like
it was in the daytime?
It was at right after. No, it was like around like 7 p.m. We're all hanging out in the parking lot. And I don't know how the high schools are here in California, but in Florida, we have a TV in every room in the corner. They have like the...
Of course, the announcements and like, yeah.
It was me.
It was you.
The announcement.
You're like, who is this person here?
Yeah. Oh my. And I didn't know because I was suspended. I couldn't come back to school the next day.
They're like, don't do this, guys, or you will be suspended like this guy here.
Right. And so when I get back to school...
You got to be the guy.
It was like a movie. I was walking in the middle of the hallway, and everyone's on the side. Everyone's looking at me. You're the guy.
Yeah. That's so sick, actually.
Right. So, but yeah, that's my drifting story or my donuts.
Your donut, not even
donut
stories.
So what car did you get after that?
After the 350Z, I didn't want to go to sports car anymore, so I actually ended up getting a 4Runner.
Oh, okay.
It was the worst decision in my life because 11 to the gallon back then was just insane. But that's the car or the SUV that got me into fishing, got me into off-roading, it got me into camping. I mean, before
it opens a bunch of doors.
Right. Just like, the 350Z got me into like the car scene and Hondas and whatever. The 4Runner got me into fishing, camping, surfing. I mean, everything. Put my bikes in the back. It was a awesome experience owning a 4Runner until I blew the motor, and then I sold it to this kid for $1,000.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was blown up. You know it was blown up though.
No.
Oh my god.
Vanessa, man.
Yeah. Anyways, so into cars. I know everyone also knows you for scootering.
Yes.
Like Razor scooter?
Yeah, like Razor scooters.
Right.
But like
I owned one of those when it first came out.
He's really good. So before knowing, so how I knew, I've actually never, a little backstory. I have only seen you in videos like every now and then, like a long time ago with Tanner.
Yeah, I'd be like just peeking in the background or something.
Right. Well, even with Tanner, like it was like you guys making videos together, him being your friend. The way that I know you guys is Scooters. Mm-hmm. So the day that I met you guys again, or the first time that I met you at the Hive, you mentioned, or I found out that like Tanner and you guys were into cars. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Like, it just didn't kind of like went through. It didn't, my brain didn't process it, because I remember watching videos way back and it was just scooters and just videos with just scooters.
Yeah.
You had a YouTube channel for scootering?
That was like
That's
thing.
the OG?
Yeah, you wake up, go to the skate park, skate till skate park is closed,
yeah.
find a ride home, and then repeat the process.
So why scooters and not skateboard?
Honestly, it's just easier. I kind of am mad at myself that I did scootering, because I was like all right at skateboarding, and then I just saw a kid.
Best trick. What was your best trick?
I could like double backflip, double flare.
Nice.
I can throw myself around.
Nice.
I saw a kid at the skate park do a bri flip. I thought it was the craziest.
What's a bri flip?
It's where you take the scooter and you flip it over your head
and like twists, and then I've seen that.
And you land on it. And I was like, that is insane. And so I went home, stole my brother's scooter, because he was the one that had the scooter. And
he was actually into all the good stuff.
Yeah, since I was into everything first, and then I just kind of tagged along, which is like reverse big brother, little brother. He found the hobbies first, and I was like, you know what, this is actually cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went to the skate park, and then I came back to the skate park the next day and was just on a skate park or scooter and just practice. And then eventually that's how I met Tanner. That's how I met like all my friends. Literally just because of scootering.
Oh, at the skate park, because you guys always saw each other.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you met Tanner?
I was 13, and yeah, Tanner I think was 11.
Wow.
Yeah, we're 2 years apart. So
I didn't know that.
And I ended up falling and like hurting myself, and then he ended up coming. He filmed it. He was like, "Yo, I filmed it. I was just filming."
And so you guys were making YouTube videos since the skating days.
Yeah.
Or the scooter days.
Yeah, the email for his YouTube channel is actually my old email. It's like Maverick Leonard. It's something. At Maverick Leonard Scooters at something, whatever.
Damn.
But it was my old email. And then, yeah, for his
Did you bring your scooter here?
No, I did not. It's in Texas right now.
Damn.
When was the first time that you realized, or what was the first time that you could say that, like, you remember that you got recognized because of YouTube?
I feel like
because even the first day that I met you, there was like so many people that knew who you were.
I feel like it was so gradual, because I was like in the scooter community is so small but yet really big. Like it's the #1 growing action sport on Instagram.
Wow.
And that's when that's why I was invited to do like a thing for Instagram because of scootering.
Really?
Yeah, he did a commercial, right? You did a commercial for Instagram.
And I was on a billboard in Vegas, which is super awesome. And it was all because the community is so small, but it's like huge and everyone knows each other. And so I was always just like known in the scooter world just because I rode at the best skate park, which was Claremont Skate Park in San Diego. And if you're a decent rider, and I had an Instagram and a YouTube channel, and so then we travel to all these competitions, and you just meet friends that were just friends. And then when we transitioned to like being YouTubers or YouTube stars,
right,
it kind of didn't like feel like anything changed.
Yeah,
it was just like, oh, now you know me from YouTube videos instead of the skate park.
Yeah. But it's like the same thing. Like,
yeah,
you're still the scooter guy.
It's still the scooter guy. And it never like, in my head, it never really even like clicked that like, oh, someone cares. I think when someone asked for my autograph once, I was like, this is insane.
How many years after the whole YouTube start was that?
It was still, I mean, pretty new. I think we had like, because me and Tanner shared a YouTube channel till like about 5,000 subscribers. And I think it was right around the 5,000 subscribers mark, but I was still just like known as a professional scooter rider, and that's why they wanted my signature. But I still thought that was crazy. And then, and then when it became YouTube, it was like when we went on like tours and stuff like that, because we never left the skate park. So it was either you're asking my autograph because I was a scooter rider, but then we went on tours for Tanner's YouTube channel, which was so much fun, like going to Canada and stuff like that. People were taking pictures with us and then signing stuff. I was like, no way.
Was it overwhelming?
Yeah, it's a little crazy because you're just like, all these kids chasing. And it just feels,
Do you like the attention though?
oh, I love it, man.
Yeah, come
I
on. For a
absolutely
little
love it.
bit, right? For now.
No, even I still love it.
Yeah.
Like if someone says like, yo, I fuck with your YouTube video, or I fuck with this that you do.
It's
And
like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Yes,
bring
bro.
up a story that you said to me, like when we first met a while back, and how you were in Guam,
Oh yeah,
and how you met John.
yeah, Chico or John. Shout out Chico. He's
So-
one of my really good friends now.
Yeah, could you explain to Jin that story again? I thought it was just so iconic,
So
and it's kind of refers to what you were just saying.
my mom works for the Navy, and so she moved to Guam. And Guam is a little island off the coast of the Philippines or Japan, wherever you want to say it. It's like 3 hours off the coast. And I'm just in this supermarket, just bored because I'm like, don't have no friends, nothing. Walking around, and I just hear, Maverick!
What a trip.
And I turn around, and I don't hear nobody. And I hear, I told you that was him.
Oh my gosh.
And then I like turn around again, and then he goes, yo, Maverick, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, I'll give you a picture, but we should really just be friends.
He was so desperate for friends.
Now he turned into like one of my homies.
Now he's your homie?
Yeah.
That's what's up, dude.
He was so desperate
in
for friends
Guam.
in Guam.
Where's he at right now? Is he back here?
Yeah, he's in San Diego. Actually, lives at my house. So
It's funny how the world works, huh?
no, for real. And he's like super awesome. Always. Is so
He asked for a
outgoing.
picture, right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's still on his Instagram too, which is
That's
kinda
pretty cool.
So,
Yeah.
but
That's insane.
blew me away. And then that's how I am, though. I swear, with anyone, just like I just rather just try to be friends. It's always better to just. I don't know.
So you still scooter, right? Currently too, just as much, or
No, not even a little. I probably like go once a month to the skate park now, just because if I'm bored.
right? So
Right.
you don't really do it as much.
Yeah. Now I'm just
Kind of over it, or
It's not really over. It's like more like I don't want to try as hard anymore.
So what have you been up to these days? I know, from like what I've heard and stuff, what's people have been saying, you kind of left the YouTube, started your own YouTube channel. Could you tell us more about that? And like, I know you were talking about potentially wanting to go and be a drifter, a professional drifter, and trying to get into that scene. What's up with all that?
I don't know trying to be professional. I'm really into like the grassroots drifting, which is kind of like you're not trying to be pro. You're just trying to have fun, and they have competitions that do it. It's kind of like I feel like FD is such an extreme, and the only way to be an FD is if you have a lot of money.
yeah,
Like you can even say it for yourself. Like Adam LZ, he talks about all the time how he loses so much money because he's trying to be an FD.
yeah.
And so if you don't have money to back it, there's no way you can be an FD. I'm really into like the grassroots side of it. It's like I feel like it's just kids just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
And what's so cool about the drift scene is I swear they're just all skate park kids.
Really,
Like
just skaters in cars.
I swear that's what it is to me. I don't know how your guys' point of view is, but whenever I meet someone that drifts or someone that's into drifting, they come from the skate park. They
Interesting.
They grew up at the skate park.
There must be something about skating that just attracts drifting. What is it about drifting that kind of makes you leave scooter for it?
I think it's the progression. It's always like to progress into the next sport is always really important. And it's like you can't just like say if you have a nice car like an Audi R8, you can go to the track, push the gas pedal down. It's like there's some technique to it. I'm not going to say there's not, but it's just pushing that gas pedal down. And then when you're at the track, there is so much more that goes into it. It's so much harder than it looks.
Yep, understeering, oversteering. I mean, there's just so many
How to
things.
set up
Racing
a
lines
car.
and stuff.
Right, how to launch, how to stop even.
Like this type of corner, I want to do this.
Right.
There's so much technique I'm learning every day. I'm at this track. I'm just
Drifting.
just trying to practice. Like, okay, so, and I review the footage. I'm like my biggest fan, in my opinion.
Oh,
I just
man.
like review it, watch it. I'm like, I was going so slow there. Next time I need to go way faster.
Yeah.
And the next time at the skate or the drift track, I go and go faster.
So you're just gonna master that track, over time,
yeah, that's
corner by corner.
that's how I am. I very like just do it and do it and do it until I'm good at it.
What's that guy's name who sponsored by DC, I believe?
Oh, Kim Block.
Ken Block. Yeah, dude. When
He's
I
an
watch
animal.
his drift videos,
He's in.
Oh,
how
he's
is
a
he so
monster.
precise?
Oh yeah, he's a monster.
But like that's like practice and practice and practice and practice.
yeah, he does it even without even trying. I mean, it's insane.
Oh my! Some of his videos, I just don't understand.
I was in Mission Viejo, and they closed off these roads. This is like a couple of years ago. And I'm like, man, I wonder what, I stopped by the gas station, and there you go. There you go. With the Ford RS. I recognized it because he had the monster logo and everything.
Cool, who's drifting in the middle of the street.
Right. And it's blocked. There's cops, everything. Wow. And next thing you know, I'm just like, he's literally, and you know how it is. It's an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah, which is insane.
It's insane. So like drifting an all-wheel drive car, and there he goes, literally just drifting on the street.
Wow.
And I'm in Mission Viejo, and this is literally like,
that's hella funny. In Mission Viejo, that's so random.
I always wondered how they do it. I was wondering if they rent the whole city out and the whole city's closed, or is it just like this corner is closed?
I mean, look, when you got monster type of money, 91 Up's not there yet. It will be. It will be.
Hey, you better get good by then. We're gonna give you ample amount of time, all right, to get ready.
Get ready.
But you will be our Ken Block.
We'll sponsor you.
Yeah, we marked that now on this episode.
Hey, this is the new generation, man. No offense to Ken Block.
No offense.
But he's going out the door.
Nope.
He's
just like Monster going out the door. 91 and up coming in. We got Maverick,
Leonard right here.
I like it.
So,
which city first?
What do you mean?
Do you want us to rent out for you? Which city?
Oh, San Diego.
You got it. Where in San Diego?
I want the downtown. Have you seen that? It was like a viral video of that bug going for Shreddy, going
in San Diego.
In San Diego, he ended up getting arrested, but he ended up building a brand because of it. So it was kind of genius.
But he didn't close the roads like we were gonna.
No, he didn't close the roads.
So Shreddy, what did this guy do in San Diego?
He just rented he didn't rent. He built a Baja Bug and filmed the whole YouTube series of that, and then he went and drifted the streets of San Diego, just being absolutely reckless.
In the middle of the night?
No, broad daylight. You see people coming outside, like throwing stuff at this car because it's like he's in residential areas, just going crazy.
I wonder if it was worth the
exposure.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe it was.
Well, what about that?
The whole brand off of it.
What about this is just going top of my head. Huntington Beach, there was these kids that did like this marketing. Like they were saying that it was like a party or whatever, and then it just went viral, and then like everyone just kind of.
Oh yeah, on TikTok it was like party at Ken's house or something.
Do you remember?
Adrian's Kickback.
Yeah. Michael would be there. Our video guy would have been.
You know what's funny? I was trying not to look at him because I was like, but I knew in my head. Michael knew.
Yeah, he was there, fool. He was the video guy there,
so
man.
What was the story there?
For what? The Shreddy thing or Adrian's Kickback?
Adrian's Kickback.
You
were there too?
No, I didn't go.
But what was it about?
Some guy on TikTok was just like, hey, everyone come to my kickback. He just pushed it on TikTok. And of course, because it's TikTok, it goes.
He didn't expect it to be this big.
Super viral.
It went super viral. Crazy. It was a party, right?
Yeah. And he was just expecting all his just homies to see it. Like and like
just nothing but like just mobbing the freaking city.
Which is legendary.
That's legendary.
Crazy about the power of the
I
internet.
do remember that now.
I saw the interview and they were like, yeah, we didn't expect this at all.
I do remember
And he was
that.
trying so hard to like promote. He was trying to, within like that 10-second clip of them interviewing him, you could just tell he's just trying to like say as much as he can.
For his brand?
For his brand and his camera. Course. Yeah. He's trying to figure out.
You got that 10 seconds is how you do with it. Like
right.
Bad Baby, for instance. She had that 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh, Bad Baby from the beginning.
And she was so smart with it. Yeah. So he was just. Yeah,
it was her mom too. She's like the mastermind.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
And then who's the other one? Damn Daniel. He didn't go as big, Daniel. But right. Like he could have been what Bad Baby was.
Right. You know who Bad Baby was? Catch Me Outside.
No.
You don't know that?
Dr. Phil.
Catch Me Outside.
You're just like a terrible person, terrible girl.
No. So Bad Baby is his rapper, but she came from this Dr. Phil, her and her mom.
I do know her.
They were fighting with Dr. Phil, and she was like calling Dr. Phil to go outside so they could scrap.
Yeah.
And then her and her mom milked that like 15 minutes of fame, and now she's Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And so that's
everyone was making fun of her rapping early on, but now look at her.
Hey, you're giving us exposure right here. One day it'll be the other way around. But yeah, you two or that. Sorry, but I wanted to ask you about your YouTube channel. Now you're posting what, like once a week?
Yeah, I probably post like, I think it's like once a week for sure.
Yeah,
and I just be uploading just drift track videos, like or my videos of the track or me building my cars. That's kind of what I want to send around my audience. It's definitely tough trying to switch from scooters to cars.
Yeah.
My audience that was there is like, wait, you're a scooter rider. But
Yeah.
It's just consistency is the key with social media.
And you're sorry.
No. I was just going to ask, how's Texas? Because I know that a lot of people know that you moved. How's the move? Is it really what they say it is? Is it really greener on the other side?
I don't know about Texas. It might be overrated. Sorry.
It is a little overrated.
Yeah.
But
So
one thing that I like about Texas is you really see a middle class there. I don't know if that's going to change now that a bunch of people are moving there.
that's
But
very true.
here, at least in California,
There is none.
I swear, like all my friends, even like Tanner, anyone, like they just like their parents work to get by, and then, but unless you build something out of it to get rich.
Right.
But in Texas, you can like I swear, every person I've met, oh, my dad owns this, my mom owns this.
Wow. True middle class.
Yeah, like true middle class. And here it's the complete opposite. It's either you're rich or you're poor.
Well, California is like the most populated freaking state.
But I will agree that Texas has worse traffic.
Really?
It's so bad. Like LA is a breeze.
Where do you live in
Wait,
Texas?
what?
Dallas. LA is a breeze.
Are you serious?
I was driving LA to LA, like in LA, and I was like, oh, this is nothing. And Texas, I swear,
Seriously.
it's bumper to bumper everywhere.
Every day?
Every day, no matter what time of day it is.
Is there really that many people
In
that
Dallas.
moved to Texas?
Dallas, at least. And Austin's got to be worse because that's where like. all
I've been
the
to Austin
celebrities live.
plenty
to
of times.
Austin
I've
once.
never felt that way.
Well,
I've been to Austin plenty of times.
in Dallas, it is terrible.
Wow.
And then all the.
I have a couple of friends that just moved to McKinney.
Okay. So Kinney's really north. But it's like, yeah, it's probably 45 minutes north of Dallas. But I mean, it's still so underdeveloped. They have all the houses for everyone to live there, but they don't have.
The infrastructure to support all that population?
Exactly. That's what it
Sounds
is.
like Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah, that's. And I feel like LA is really not that bad. I was here. I was like, why was I thinking LA was bad traffic?
Because it is.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it being worse. That would drive me crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the reasons why I want to move. I've told Jin this all the time. I said to him, when we get rich, I'm going to find the highest mountain that California can offer. And if I can't, I'll get permits. I'll go broke and I'll build a house and I'll be the Grinch. And I want to build an underground tunnel.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go get your food and stuff.
Or
Underground
anything-
tunnel. Or I'll get it shipped to
Tesla
me.
tunnel?
By then,
I guess they have
I'm
everything now.
hoping that
Everything.
Jeff Bezos has his drones and he would just deliver the groceries.
You know,
or something.
I was driving in San Clemente the other day, and then I kid you not, I see an Amazon Prime robot on the sidewalk by itself, just going somewhere.
See,
No way.
I was tripping
Right.
out.
right.
No
So
way.
by that
That's
time,
crazy.
I won't have to leave my house because I hate traffic that much. You know,
You got the drones.
I'll tell you this.
I feel like they're so easy to steal though, or break, or
I just
mean-
want to admire it.
True.
I mean, you can say the same with the scooters that are in LA. The people that leave them on the side of the street.
right.
Oh, you're right. You're
Because
right.
I used to say
They're all
that.
tracked and stuff.
Right. I used to say that all the time. Like I can just steal all of these.
You're gonna get caught.
Right. But I was going to tell you a little story. When I was living in Destin, Florida, I remember complaining to my mom saying, I used to beg her and I used to be like, Mom, can we leave Florida? Like, there's no one here. It's empty. I'd go to the beach, empty. Go to the mall,
Now there's
empty.
so many people there.
No, yeah, right. That's besides the point. But what I was trying to make is that I was like desperate to find people and be around people because there was just no one around. And then I move out here, and now I want to be away from people. Now I'm like, I want to live in the country. Now I want to have a house big enough where I don't have to leave my house. It's gotten to that point living in California.
So why
man.
did you move to Texas?
I
Why
just-
leave California?
I just
the
felt
home
like
of the capitalism?
I just wanted to do something. I wanted to change, and I feel like the best way to change is to do like
You move your
get out of your comfort zone.
100%.
And so, I've been working at like a Lambo Dallas body work, and I've been doing body work there.
Nice.
And I don't know.
We'll call
I'm
you
glad I'm
soon.
learning a new skill, and it's very inspiring seeing like my boss and all the stuff he's accomplished, and then like thinking, all right, I can make this work. I can make something like this happen.
Did you move there by yourself?
Yeah, I did. So
Did you have connections prior?
yeah, I have a friend that lives out there, and then my girlfriend also lives out there, so it
Okay.
works out. But it's definitely lonely because I realized how secure my friend group was here, and then now I can't go and hit up people and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because because people have commitments that I'm not used to yet or figuring out yet. But it's definitely I feel like it's definitely still a cool area to live, it's definitely amplified my hobbies. I'm really into fishing, and the track is really close to me, and the track is empty, which is awesome.
Right, I bet.
Yeah, it's just so underdeveloped. I think in 5 years, Texas will be like the it spot. Damn. Once it gets that infrastructure.
We need to get a 91 and up branch out there before it blows up.
Do you want to stay out there or do you want to come out?
I think the plan is to move back.
So you don't love it.
Well, the reason why is because I really want to get my skill sets up a little bit better. I want to learn how to fabricate, and I really want to just like be good at working on Porsches. And so that's like the plan in my head right now. And there's some skills I need to learn. So I want to get body work down, then get some fabricating down, and then we'll see what else I need to learn. But
cool.
I just want to like restore Porsches or something.
And you've been in Texas for how long now?
6 months, 7 months.
7 months. Okay,
Yeah,
so not even that long now.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a crazy experience, honestly, because I've had my highest highs and lowest lows there already, and it's like 6 months in. You probably felt like that moving out here.
100%. But before I get into that, I do want to say something because you brought up Porsche.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
I think the Porsche.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Is the greatest sports car that exists. FYI.
No,
Really?
I remember. Yeah, it is.
I've never driven it, so I can't comment.
Oh, okay.
The GT3 RS. I have the Lego version. That's about it.
I'm gonna tell you now. There's a reason why
Lego version.
Porsche sets records.
Yeah,
like
it's better than
if you look at any Trek anywhere, it's like Porsche doesn't care about your 0 to 60 or doesn't care about your torque or HP. It cares about setting your record. And so if you want a car that is meant to perform, you get a Porsche.
Wow.
100%.
So for a tracker, Porsche is the way to go.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, like there's no competition.
Did you know that California was trying to ban Porsche from coming?
No way.
Yeah, so
I feel like that's like what California is. It's like Porsches on Mulholland Drive.
Right.
There's so many.
Right. So there was a specific model, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the newer GT3 RSs and GT2. They couldn't pass the exhaust decimal or whatever. They were just too loud.
Sound.
Right. So Porsche was pretty much telling people in California that they weren't going to ship their cars here anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Because California was trying to...
This was like a couple years ago, huh?
Right. This happened a couple years ago.
Anyone that has like the GT3 RS money, they have the Montana license plate and the car is registered in Montana. That's true. Like if you notice.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. I mean, there's... yeah.
What about Montana?
Because Montana doesn't allow sales tax on cars.
Oh, really?
So if you buy $300,000 car, you're paying zero taxes on it.
So people.
I see Lambos in
Lamborghini, any car that's
all
like,
the time.
Really? So if you're buying an expensive or an exotic car, go to Montana, buy it there.
Yeah, or what you do is you open up an LLC there, and it's like the easiest thing in the world. Okay, apparently to like
a disclaimer, he's not a professional.
Yeah,
We're not.
neither are we. But
Neither are we.
What I've seen and understood, you just open up an LLC, and then you have it registered to your business there.
Yeah,
and then don't pay taxes on it.
Oh my gosh! Well, you might have to move to Montana.
Speaking of cars, man, this video I want to thank our sponsor,
One and only.
First Class Exotics.
First Class.
Oh, First Class. Is that what this place is called?
Yeah,
First Class Exotics for all your first class needs.
Right.
That's cool.
They even made a song about it.
Mm-hmm.
First Class. TikTok.
Yeah, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, that song's about this place right here. First Class.
Yeah, just pretend it is.
What car do you have? What cars do you have?
I had a WRX 2015 for about 7 years. As fun as it was to drive, it broke down way too often, and I'd even modify it.
Ringland failure?
Huh?
Ringland failure?
No.
It was it was like the clutch bearing or something like that always broke.
Oh, my friend that has an FRS, I swear, it's just like you put it into like first gear, and then that clutch just like doesn't work.
Yeah, it happened to me countless amount of times. Like first couple years, I already had to replace it. And again, no modifications. I babied the thing. I had friends who really pushed their WRXs. I never did. So as much as I liked it, I love the handling and everything, I got rid of it and I just got myself an automatic because after like 15, 16 years of driving manual, I'm just like, you know what?
Oh, it's so nice.
I just want to chill now.
It's literally so nice to have an automatic.
Yeah.
But I know before I think when I met you, you didn't have a BMW.
All I had was my 240. I think I had my right-hand drive S13.
Oh, sick.
So it was weird seeing you with the
I've
BMW.
had cars. I don't know how.
You don't know how.
Just because like you just like buy, sell, trade. It's just like this.
Yeah. It's like trading cards or something.
Yeah,
and
it just like works out, and it's never like you're trying to go out and buy this specific car.
It just happens.
It just happens.
What's your favorite BMW?
The E36 M3.
E36?
M3. Well, okay.
Isn't that yours?
No, I had an E46.
No, your favorite is an E36.
Oh no, I had an
it's
E30.
an E30. Your favorite's an E30.
Yeah, my favorite's the E30.
Yeah.
Then again, those F80s or the F82 M3s, those things are insane.
Which one's that one?
The new ones, like not the
M3s?
new ones, but like the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
The new ones have like V8s.
They look
It's
so
like I think it's like
cool,
the 2020 model. I could even be wrong. 2019. We'll play it safe with 2019.
Yeah.
And they come with inline six turbo or twin turbo, and they're insane.
You're a BMW fan too?
I'm just a fan of cars that perform.
Yeah.
So if the car like
Top 3 on the track now, Model 2.
Model 2, wait,
Yeah,
Tesla?
no, I'm just saying, what are your top 3, including the model,
Oh, okay.
on the track?
Well, it depends on what driving you're doing. So if you're drifting,
that
then
makes a
again,
huge
if you're drifting, I'm
difference.
still gonna choose a BMW.
Because if you're doing
Really?
The E36 it has so much grip, has so much power for being a stock car. If you're just getting a stock car and just building it, and you say your budget's like 10K, an E36 has the best grip, the best power band, sounds great, bunch of mods from.
You know what car did really well was I had a Lotus Exige,
A Lotus.
and that thing was badass, but it could not drift to save its life.
Yeah, because it's like
The tires were so sticky.
Yeah.
It just would not. It would not want to drift.
Who makes
It would not
Lotus?
want to slide.
Is it Ferrari? No.
No, Lotus.
Lotus makes Lotus?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lotus
okay.
makes no Lotus, but they stopped production or they stopped importing them in 2006 or 2007, and it was because of America. The states wanted them to include like some like electronic stuff,
USDM.
you know, like more safety features, and Lotus was like,
That's why
F
America
that.
always gets the worst cars.
Yeah.
Because America's always
Right.
like.
Yeah,
But-
but the dream car for sure is the E30, man. E30,
E30?
M3. People want so much money for them.
So much money for them. That's how I feel about E36s too. Like the M3s now,
They grew on me, by the way. I didn't
did?
like E36 at first.
because they're a little rakey.
Right.
They have their ass sticks up a little too much.
They're just so boxy looking. But now, I probably had a change of heart, maybe like the past year and a half, and I went to the track and I had a friend that had one, and it was really nice, like really nice, and that right there.
When someone does a car
changed,
right.
and it changed my whole perspective on them. And I was like, man, if I had an E36 M3, that's exactly what I would want it to look like. I mean, it was just super clean. But even the E46, man, I mean, they're just great cars. And you know, back then, they just seemed to last so much longer. I mean, now I talk to all my friends that have newer BMWs, and it's just like, yep,
Oh, yeah.
a year passes by, they're already just waiting to trade it in,
Check
or waiting,
engine light.
checking engine light, or something happening. It's just like they've kind of given up. Where it's just, you know,
Yeah, the E90, at least like from my experience, like the E92 years, like that 2010 ish to like now, they just did not. They were making cars just to sell cars.
Just to sell them. Yep.
but
It looks cool though. They look good.
yeah, they look great.
yeah.
But you always have the Beamer problems. Like even with me, like you'll get the cooling issues or something crazy that only happens with BMWs. But
What's the dream car?
the dream car,
Yeah, if you had to be, it had to be a supercar. I know you're.
I know. I
You
think
know.
I would choose like a. Okay, I mean, does a Singer Porsche count as a supercar? I mean, it's like a $2 million car.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
I mean, if it's a $2
Yeah.
million car, I'm
But
pretty
it's
sure
like
it's a
from the
supercar.
80s.
I think that's probably
So
hypercar at that point.
Porsche, Singer Porsche.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess if it had to be a newer car, like off the
It doesn't-
lot,
yeah, it could
turnkey,
be
it'd be a
anything you want.
GT3 RS or GT2 RS.
Yeah.
But
Porsche fan for life here.
just because, yeah, I'd want the manual transmission. But the Singer Porsche, like I don't know if you know what they do, but they just take an old Porsche and make it like how it should be for a 2020.
Oh wow!
Like they do, it's insane how.
So it's like a
crazy the car-
custom
Yeah.
car.
It's out. They do it out here in Torrance too, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
Have you seen any Gunther Works Porsches?
Yeah, Gunther Works. That's
Have
in
you been
Texas,
there?
right?
I don't think they're in Texas. They have a Huntington Beach location.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they have a Texas one.
Person that goes to the car meet in Texas and he brings his gun to work, but that's like the same thing.
Maybe they.
I don't want to say the same thing because people might come from my head, but
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Similar work.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're here in Huntington Beach, so you should check them out anytime you're back around here.
Yeah, but like a Gunther, that's also like a $2 million car, right?
I don't know how much they cost, but it is kind of pricey.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new custom build.
Because they do everything.
Everything.
They fab their own internals, like everything.
Yep.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, and this people are gonna like be like, you don't know anything about cars, but who was that guy that basically builds Porsches and charges like an arm and a leg?
Bro, you don't know anything about cars, bro.
I know exactly.
I mean,
Rawell? Come on, bro.
I feel like
how you not gonna know that?
I know. I was testing Maverick actually.
I feel like there's so many. There's Singer technically charges an arm and leg. Gunther technically.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like RWB?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like his price point is really okay. It's
Japanese guy, right?
Yeah,
But
it's
it's-
Japanese.
His price point is really cheap compared to like Gunther and Singer.
Oh, really?
I think he does. I think it's like
I had a friend that was on the wait
40K
list.
car. I could be so off.
Really? 40,000? That's it?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
You sure?
100%. 100%. Bro, I had a friend. I'll call him right now. I had a personal friend that got his car built from him. Just for him to build his car, just for him to do like, small modifications. I think the end price was close to 200,000.
Oh, my God.
40,000.
Also seems well. I think what he does is he sends you the pieces, and he takes it to you. Take it to a paint shop, get it all painted, paint matched, and he comes out and will cut your car up and do the wide body and then tune your engine.
Oh.
So maybe it's like 200K. I thought it was like way cheaper, but
Because it's him doing it every single
Right.
time, right?
Yeah.
So
That's what that
And he has no
banner.
workers
that
either.
banner.
Right. The banners, yeah.
Yeah.
That right there's an additional $20,000.
Right. That's a disclaimer saying he touched that car.
Right.
and he names it too, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah,
It's
So
very
yeah.
iconic Porsches too.
I have an idea. All of our 91 banners need to have a serial number.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Make it exclusive.
But we have to install it, Alex.
Yeah, even better.
We have to. I mean, maybe
Fly
not
out.
us.
Yep.
But
When you
like,
buy the banner, you pay for the plane ticket.
yeah, it all comes. It's part of the price.
Speaking of 91 and up, I told Jen about the story. I don't know if you recall, but the first time that you saw a 91 up energy drink can, how you went to was it like a 7-Eleven or a gas station? You went immediately to go check it out.
Yeah, well, because like someone handed us to it at Fuel Fest, and
Yeah.
I was like, he handed it to Tanner, and I was
Yeah.
like looking at it, and I was like,
I think
what
it was
is
Alex that sent me the video, by the way.
And then I went then we stopped at a gas station on the way home, and I was like, let me just check.
See if it's out there.
And then I didn't.
Was
see
it out there? Damn.
No.
Because you thought we were a lot bigger than.
Oh yeah, I thought it was like whatever, just
just
Yeah.
another.
Soon though, give us
Yeah.
about 6 months.
Yeah, we
It was
talk
about
about
6 months.
We talk about this all the time. How I think we had that conversation.
You guys are like right there on that.
On the cusp, the
Like,
edge
you
of
could-
glory,
like,
my
everyone
friend.
sees it too. That's what's crazy. Like
Ev-
anyone you talk to, they go like, "Oh yeah,
It's just waiting.
Yeah.
It's like a volcanic eruption just waiting to just blow up.
And then when it happens, if you see it with everybody, it just like once it hits the
Yep.
threshold, it just explodes.
Yeah.
You're getting me excited, bro. It's gonna happen. Just give us a little bit of time.
So here's a cool thing about Maverick. So he has predicted how many times with artists that people had no idea who they were, and Maverick was like,
Oh yeah?
yeah,
Like whom?
Just like I mean, a bunch of people are gonna be like, no, wait, but like with Juice World, X, Lil Peep, like Shoreline Mafia.
So you were listening to them way before they were even
Yeah, 'cause I was like,
remotely popular.
especially in like right after high school, I was so into just like SoundCloud rap only.
Yep.
And that's where like all of them came from.
Yep.
And I'd spend so many times just on like those random YouTube playlists with like 500 views or 500 subscribers, 500 views, and just like looking for music and just be like next, next, and I'd be find another song, and then to be like a thing me and my friend group do, like we'd send each other songs like, have you heard this song yet?
Yep.
And so
And then it was a lot of like those early ones, and eventually you see them blow up. You're like, holy crap, I freaking knew it.
Lil Pump was a one too, and I just remember following him on Snapchat and like that's how I found out about just Snapchat, because he used to just post the wildest things on there, just like him having sex with girls, him shooting guns out of the car.
That's crazy.
And it would just be like
I don't even know what the guy looks like. But
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Come on,
You
Lil
don't know who
Pump.
Lil Pump is?
Come on, he got the
Gucci Gang?
Yeah.
I used to think his Snapchats are so wild, and I was like, oh, he makes music, and then
Oh, wow.
and then I found like a song called Larry, and I thought it was so good, which is basically Gucci Gang, how he just says like Larry,
Oh.
that shit on Larry.
but
Dude, so you have
claim
good
it.
intuition.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I have like that eye what the mass wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I very much am the consumer, so I know when.
I love it.
So there you go, 91 and up.
There you go. There you guys have it. So that's a wrap, folks. 91 and up. You better be ready for it. No, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that when you told me that how you went to the store because you just assumed that it would just be there.
Yeah.
Was it
tight.
was it the can that caught your interest, or was it the taste? What made you want to go back to like a gas station and find it?
Oh, I just because like I was a car guy, and I just like I get the NOS energy drinks because
Just cause it's car
car
related.
and I think that's why. And I just wanted to try it, and I was just like, let's see if it's good. And so yeah.
What do you think about Nas's taste though? Like they haven't changed much,
No.
right, since the originals.
At first, I used to love it, and then now I just can't stand the taste of it.
It's because you got used to it. It's over. You know,
Yeah,
everyone's
they
over
haven't-
it.
They haven't changed or adapted. But then again, like Red Bull, I feel like the
Marketing.
same. But then again, they change all the time with watermelon. What's the other one?
Honestly, I only drink one,
Nas's?
and that's 0 calorie, the sugar free.
Oh, you're talking about the Red Bulls. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't even touch those. I just, if anything, I just get the original.
I
Red
used to
Bulls.
hate, by the way, Red Bull.
Really?
I used to have them, and I used to be like, these are the nastiest things ever.
Not that bad.
I think I'm addicted to that.
I like the Red
creatine
Bulls, to be
taste.
honest.
What is it? What is that taste called? Keratin?
I only drink one, and that's the sugar free. That's it. I've
No,
never
but
had.
that has a distinct taste to it. Red Bull.
Oh, are you talking about? It starts with a T.
Taurine.
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 Is
That,
it
that,
taurine?
that signature
Yeah.
taste. I don't know what it is. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's kind of like taurine is like one of like the traditional ingredient for like
Energy.
drinks.
It's like it's up there with like ginseng, the original energy ingredients. Now,
It's just like
no-
kind of like what pure caffeine tastes
right,
like.
because flavors. I'll tell you this. Speaking of energy drinks, flavors didn't really come into play until Bang Energy came. Right,
as mainstream.
as
yeah.
mainstream. Like I would
so.
say they kind of
Bang
like
was crazy.
opened that gap.
Bang
right.
did, yeah.
They were so up, and then they just died.
I mean, they're still making. I still
Yeah.
see them mid shelf,
Right.
like right where you want to see your popular. So they must still be doing good.
In my eyes, I feel like they ruined it by just like now you're kind of like made fun of for you're a Bang influencer almost like at least like
They milked it, and now it's like not working in their favor.
yeah like
you're,
that's like
you're
at least
right.
from
It's
my
kind of
perspective.
overplayed.
It's overplayed.
Like they oversold. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? My brother just discovered Bang like in the last 2 months, and he said, "Bro, you ever try this drink? It's so good." And I'm like, "It's 2022. I think I tried that 4 years ago, my friend."
Get on the bandwagon, bro.
Yeah.
I can't even finish half of it because the caffeine level is just so high.
Oh, it is.
And
It's
something about it,
ridiculous.
Jen over here introduced me to a specific pre-workout. I'll just say,
Sponsor us.
yeah, sponsor us, right? But it was a specific pre-workout, and you can get it like I think I got
Amazon.
it. No, I got it at GNC.
Oh, they sell it there?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
What you can see.
GNC is a supplement store.
Oh, okay.
Supplement nutrition.
But I bought it there, man. I swear that thing is like crack, bro. Go like I came to the point where I had to do like a half a scoop when I go to the gym because a full scoop, I
Just
mean,
wires you.
I was just wires me. I couldn't even go to sleep.
Well, you know, Bang.
And Bang was the same way. Like I could only drink half of the can because it was just too much caffeine for me.
Yeah, that's how it was for me too. When I first drank it, I was like 3 a.m. I was like, I'm not even tired. Like, what is wrong?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Bang though, they were the first ones to really tackle the energy drinks in the pre-workout niche.
Right.
Right. Because
Yeah.
Red Bull was never used for a pre-workout. Monster was never used for like a pre-workout. There was no canned pre-workouts before Bang. Bang came out 300 milligrams of caffeine or 270. Specifically catering to workout, you know, meatheads, you know, all the fitness girls. And then that's when all the pre-workout energy drinks came out. Celsius, freaking all of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, Celsius actually has been around for the longest time.
How many milligrams of caffeine do you guys have?
170 grams of caffeine, baby.
70. Yeah, but
0
that's
calories, 1 gram of carb,
But that's
0
at the
sugar.
91. If you see at the 101, we're gonna be up there with the likes of Bang, with the likes of Rain.
For you caffeine monsters out there,
junkies.
Yeah, for the
caffeine junkies.
Who knows? Maybe I don't know. We're thinking about other kind of like beverages in addition to energy drinks, not just energy drinks.
What flavor would you like to see, Maverick? Like, what's your go-to energy drink right now besides 91 and up?
Red Bull, and it was so I need the Taurin or what
Probably the Taurin.
You know, that's funny because a lot of people have asked me, "Does this have this?" And I'm like, "No, it doesn't." And then I'm like, they pause for a second. Or they're like, "Thank God!" Like, I hate that. So you're one of the very few that I've heard in a very long time that actually likes that specific ingredient.
Maybe there hasn't been a different beverage that opened his mind up yet.
Yeah,
he hasn't taken the red pill yet. Just wait till the reformulation of our drinks.
No, but I like the Raspberry Rumble, so I think you guys got it right on that one.
Yeah,
everyone loved the Raspberry Rumble. We got to take that and then make sure. You know, we're in the middle of redoing our drinks, and we're expecting it to taste better. Right. We just hope that people love the Raspberry Rumble even more, or all of our drinks for that matter.
Yeah,
that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
When's that happening?
It's actually happening now. Oh. Like we're literally like we're doing the sample process right now, and in a week or two we're actually going over there and doing live sample rounds.
Okay? I was to say, what's that like? Do you guys go like, no, that's not good?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like we say, oh, what was in here? Like, oh, can we add a little bit more of this? And then eventually you come to a state where you're like, this is good. They like record, okay, this is the recipe, this is the ingredients, whatever. And then we just mass produce it.
Oh, that's clean.
Essentially how it is.
So I'm going to tell you guys a funny story before we end this podcast. So before we started the podcast, we had this idea of the podcast, and for the longest time, I never wanted to be on camera, just because honestly, like even before coming in here, I met a guy today named Kenny, and he was saying, "Oh, are you the host?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you like it?" And my response was, to be honest, if I had a gajillion amount of money, I'd probably just audition someone and have them do it. But my point is that before this whole thing even became an idea, because I was kind of running it through my head, I was almost begging Maverick, like, "Hey, Maverick, do you want to be the face of 91 and up?"
Didn't we? Did you bring that up once, Alex?
I think I did, but I wanted Maverick to be the face of 91 and up because I didn't want to be on camera. And since he's already been in the public eye, he had a podcast with Tanner, and
YouTube channel with Tanner. Oh no, you had a podcast.
Yeah, as well. So he was the host for what was that show called?
No Fox Given.
No Fox Given.
No Fox Given.
Right. So No Fox Given, and you had a lot of great guests, and Maverick here, he's given me a lot of good pointers on how to start a podcast and what to do. But I wanted Maverick to be the host of, like, take my place. I wanted him to do this podcast with you, just because I didn't want to be like in front of the cameras. So
what do you guys think? Should we cut Alex?
Yeah, I'm all up for it. Whatever, anything for the brand, you know.
Hey, in another parallel universe, Maverick is there with a helmet, 91 up suit, drifting.
That's not in the far future, bro.
You know, he's the host.
But that parallel universe is only 6 months into the future. That's it.
Right. Nevertheless, I'm here. You know, I'm glad I did it.
But like every time you guys get a guest on, are you guys like ever nervous or no?
At first I was very, very nervous.
For me, I would be like, just like, so like, I don't want to do it. And then you go and do it and you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. But the entire time before I was like, bro, this is kind of crazy right now.
Oh, like here?
No, not here.
In your No Fox Given?
Yeah. I feel like, especially being Alex and I are friends, so this is
it's like pretty chill.
Yeah.
Maybe not yet, but maybe like maybe sometime.
My first episode,
you were shaking, bro.
It was really weird. As soon as
my name is
yeah, it was really weird. Like as soon as the camera turned on, I was sweat. Even now, like even with the podcast, I'm getting better at it, but I'm still stuttering. I'm still kind of like thinking before I speak, which versus in real life, it's the opposite.
What's nice though is like you have Michael editing it, and he'd be like, "Oh, I probably wouldn't put that on."
Right. And me and Michael have had this discussion. I'm like, hey man, if I'm feel like a moron, like please,
Yeah.
just don't even call me and say, hey man,
Don't even, just you have my approval.
yeah, just cut it if you think that I'm not gonna look good and stuff like that. But
It was nice as Michael, like, I guess, is like young, so he knows already, like,
right,
what to look out
exactly. It's funny because Michael, this is the last thing I'll say in this podcast, but I remember when I first met him, you know, he was like the first guy that I knew that was like around that age bracket. So you know, I was like, yeah, so what kind of music you're into, man? You know, I'm trying to relate to him. He's like, yeah, I'm into EDM and into this, like all this other stuff. And I'm like,
for over your head.
it's like over my head.
Like, oh, I can't relate to you. You're young.
The podcast or the video that we did with you with the Supra, and I chose that song. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm cool, man. I chose an EDM song. And then Michael doesn't say anything. And then after, I'm like, yeah, what do you think about that? And he's like, yeah, man, I think that's like dubstep. Like, it's like kind of old. He's like,
when I was listening, I was like, oh, I guess this is Michael's into.
yeah. I chose it because I was
trying to make him proud. And
right. I was trying to. I was like, okay, you know.
No,
so
the
I
video came
just.
out so good.
I don't even know what the difference between EDM and dubstep is. To be honest with you,
It's like
I have
bass
no.
drop, I think.
I think dubstep is like a sub niche of EDM, but it's a very distinct.
All I know
different
is
sounds and instruments.
All I know is going to house parties back then, paying $5 to get into this house party, and as soon as you get into the door, everyone's shuffling.
Oh, that's EDM. I don't think that's dubstep.
No, I think
No, shuffle it. You know that by
Yeah.
Party of Rock.
yeah, that's like 2012,
What-
2011.
what's
What
Band
what's
name.
the freaking name?
I know they have like that song that's like sexy, and I know.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh my god.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if
it was
I got the name.
it was shuffling back then to
Yeah.
like,
Shuffling, yeah, that was popular.
to the dubstep stuff, wasn't it?
It was that, and then it was the arm stuff.
Right, right.
And then
So
the SpongeBob dance.
right.
Yeah.
So all I remember is going to house parties, paying, and then as soon as I got in, someone in the middle
Is always
shuffling. I'm like, what in the world? And like now, no one does that.
Honestly, it looks cool when you could do it smooth though.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Can you-
especially or jerk. I can't shuffle,
Yeah.
but like or jerk. I
Yeah.
remember, like junior high me when I saw
only-
someone jerk, I was like, whoa.
The,
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
dance that I was really into back then was the Soldier Boy dance when that thing came
Oh my
out.
gosh. The jerk dance was pretty dope though.
Yeah.
The guys from New Boys,
New Boys.
yeah.
from
They took
Berkeley
over.
High.
They took over.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to them, but they took over.
My ex actually went to high school there, and then she would actually watch New Boys perform at their high school. Like
No.
that's how
They're
what
from
they.
California?
Yeah, Berkeley is on the Bay Area.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
a trip. It's a trip.
Yeah, man. So
Well, Maverick, we're gonna wrap this up, but why don't you let us know what's going on with you right now? How people can find what you're doing, and like anything else you want to say? Maybe something to help people who are looking into drifting or going to the track. Any kind of tip like that?
yeah, and also because you haven't really been on a podcast in a while, and I know a lot of people were wondering that you kind of left, and people were kind of in the air, you know, speculating that you and Tanner fell off, and
Oh no, me and Tanner
Um,
still.
you guys are
boys.
still
Like,
very
I'm
good
gonna
friends,
go hang
and
out with them after this.
right, that was
And
cool.
yeah, we're still boys. And where you can go to the drift track is like just find your local track. Like how I do it is I just go on Instagram, and eventually someone in your area is like I don't know, on maps. You'll see it, and then go, because like the track is like not how you think it is. Like you don't have to be good. Everyone is not trying to compete with you. People are actually just like there to like give you tips if you ask. Like it's such like a
Yeah.
different experience than what
They
you
compete
think it
within
is.
themselves.
Yeah, it's more like you're competing against yourself. Like I was so nervous the first time I went to the track because I thought everyone was gonna make fun of me, and instead people go like, "Oh, bro, I see you're doing this. You should try doing this."
Oh,
And they just like it's just always love there. So
cool.
Yeah. So any other stuff that you want to say to your audience? Anything going on? Follow you. Where can they find you? Social media
you can find me on
handles.
Instagram, Maverick Leonard, or YouTube, or Snapchat, Maverick Leonard. I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me. I appreciate y'all. And then yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Shout outs.
let me know when you do this again.
dude,
Instagram.
thanks for coming on. Like
No,
you
thanks
know,
for inviting me. This has been fun.
we know you're gonna bring in a lot of your audience here, and you know, expose our brand too. So for real, like me and Alex are very like appreciative and thankful for
Yeah.
you to show up, and
well,
definitely
thank
have you
you.
again,
We'll have Tanner next.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. and
or
see-
have you both on.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah,
both
that'd
you
be
guys
awesome.
on. You
Or
know.
my roommate Gage. He's
Yeah.
pretty cool. His dad.
Oh yeah.
like, all the
Oh,
hyper
man, we
cars.
didn't even get into that stuff. Oh,
Who's Gage?
next episode.
Who's Gage?
You're gonna come back.
Gage
I
is my
don't
room-
like this cliffhanger.
Gage is my roommate. Shout out GG Exotics. And then his dad owns like all of Texas, I swear.
He owns a state.
like I swear.
All right.
No, he
This
owns
guy,
all.
man.
He's a real estate guy.
Just
And we-
The dude is driving LaFerraris, Bugattis.
Koenigsegg's.
Yeah.
This is
Bugattis.
Gage.
This is Gage.
Gage, if you're watching this video, I just want to let you know, here's your open invite. Come on and fly to California. Let's do this.
Or fly us out to
Yep.
Texas.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
either
it
way.
right there, man. All right, hit that end button. Hey, this is it. Thank you so much.
91 enough. It's 91 enough. It's 91 enough. It's our moment, so stand up. Hey, the home where we keep it real, y'all. Real talk, premium lifestyle. Either catch up or get lost. Ay,